Hello my baby beans, welcome back to a new video. Before we get into today's video, if I sound tired, that's because I kinda am. It's like 7:11 p.m. and I'm kinda tired because I went ice skating today. So yeah. Today I will be reading a Denki Kaminari X non-binary reader one-shot. And it's called Player 2. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Dude, play with YN then. I can't fucking beat you anytime. I swear, I try. They're not doing anything but on their phone at the moment. Opportunity right in front of your face. You even said you wanted to play with them a few days ago. Sero shouted as he threw his controller down on the couch and crossed his arms as futility flashed across the screen from Denki winning against him for the 6th time. Denki glanced over and smiled as he watched YN sitting at the counter with their legs up on the chair next to them, their headphones in as they looked at their phone with a curious look. They tapped their foot to whatever beat they were listening to with a smile, playing with the ear piercing they had in pure boredom. Denki's cheeks started to heat up as he watched them sit. They were absolutely beautiful to him. Bakugo rolled his eyes as he watched Denki basically drool over the couch at the sight of you. He couldn't understand why he couldn't ask you himself, but he decided to just help him out. He wasn't as good of friends with Pikachu, but he couldn't help but feel bad for him, not making a move after all this time. Katsuki threw his cards down on the counter of the kitchen that he was playing with against Ejiro and stomped over to you since Sero wouldn't play anymore against him. He took your headphone and lifted it up as far as it could go from your ear and let it go. You whimpered and looked up at him with a frown, your point of view. "Why, what the hell, you bastard?" you yelled as you removed your headphones that Jiro lent you, staring at him with pure hatred for doing that. Your ears were sensitive, and he just had to hit them with the headphones. "Pikachu over there wants to play with you since Tape Face rage quit on him after getting his ass kicked. Go over there for him, shithead," Bakugo yelled as he clenched his fists in anger after being cursed at by you. You blushed and glanced over to him, staring to you with hopeful and curious eyes. You sighed and turned your phone off as you got down from the 2 chairs you were using, glancing back at Katsuki with a smile as you walked over to him. Denki smiled widely as you came over and sat down closely next to him, since Sero never got up from his seat on the other side of the couch. You grabbed his controller from the couch and pressed new player. "Hopefully you can win, YN, because I can't get that bastard, even if I try," Sero said as he leaned back and set his feet on to the coffee table in front of you. You smirked and chose Scorpion straight off the bat, since he was the one you could control and memorize the moves out of most of them. You smiled and looked over at Denki, concentrating on what he should be. You glanced over at Sero and smiled widely at him as Denki pressed proceed. "Time to get your ass beat too. You wish. That is your outcome, not mine," you replied as you got the first hit on him, which surprised him gratefully. but to a default, he had been playing more than you, so he probably knew more attacks and combos. You quickly fired his grapple and pulled his character close to yours, hitting him with an uppercut, then followed by a kick. Is he going easy on you, or is that just how bad he is? But as you were in thought, he took the time to hit your character 3 times, followed by a roundhouse kick, kicking him across the map. Your brows knitted together as you set his legs on fire twice and punched him twice. His health was down below 50 and yours was about 75. You smirked as his grip on his controller tightened. You took your daggers and stabbed him in the back and threw him on the ground. He was getting mad at you, and you loved it. This continued on, and you ended up winning the whole round altogether. Sero hugged you tight and congratulated you on the win. Even Kirishima and Bakugo came over to watch you play. As soon as the round ended, Denki wanted to have another one as a rematch. Like he couldn't believe with his own eyes that you actually beat him. Let's just say he still couldn't believe it when you beat him again and again. You glanced over to see him pouting slightly as he looked at the screen, the light perfectly on his face since the lights were off in the living room. Almost everyone had went to bed already except for you guys. You giggled as he set his controller down on the table and rested his head in his hands, letting out a disappointing sigh. You smiled and hugged him from the side, rubbing his back lightly as he sat there in silence. You're still good at these games, Denki. Don't get me wrong, but I've had some practice too, you know. Living with brothers isn't always easy, and I learned some valuable stuff from them, you said as you laid your head on his back. And rocked him back and forth. The couch creaked as we swayed. He intertwined our fingers as we sat. I never would have thought that you would beat me, of all people. I don't know if I should respect you or beg you to teach me your ways, he asked as he held his arms out, soon to rest his head against them. In thought, you shut your eyes and listened to the bugs outside. You know, with the two of us, we can beat everyone's asses right here, you muttered with a small yawn since it was getting really late into the night, on a school night even. His back straightened from what you had said. He turned around with a huge grin and took your hands in his. That was an awesome idea, YN. You are a genius, I swear, Denki said as he lifted you up from the couch you were both sitting at, twirling you like you were dancing at a club or something. YN, would you be my player too and help me kick everyone's asses with video games from now on? I could absolutely enjoy spending this time with you, Denki offered to you as he held you in his arms. All you could do was laugh at him. He was just being so cute. You nodded your head and let him hug you once more. You rested your head on his chest and just wanted to go to bed, which you think he noticed. Come on then, you're getting tired and we don't want Mr. Aizawa to yell at you from sleeping in class again, Denki said as he cupped your cheek and held your hand. He honestly is right. When you're tired or in an extreme situation, your true feelings show. He has never acted this way towards you. It was always like a fun friendship with no thought of real relationship. Now that it's all you are thinking about with him as you look at him, like butterflies in your stomach when you see your crush, honestly. You whined and rested your head against his chest, not budging from your spot, since you were too tired to basically move. He chuckled slightly as he picked you up from the ground and carried you bridal style. We really need to start going to bed earlier, Denki muttered as you rested your eyes. Hearing his soft footsteps travel throughout the house up to your room on the second floor, you tapped his shoulder as you reached your door. He let you down slowly so he wouldn't hurt you afterwards. You rubbed your eyes lazily and smiled at him as you leaned down against your doorway. Looking forward to being team with you, Denki. See you tomorrow at breakfast, he said quietly as you opened the door slowly and traveled into your dark abyss of a room. He muttered goodnight as you shut the door. He stood there for a while since you couldn't hear his footsteps walking away. You sighed and covered your face with your hands and chuckled softly. You were falling for him, weren't you? After a while laying in your bed, you finally heard his footsteps walk away from the door. Why did he have to be this way? My charger. These feelings have never happened before, ever. It's nothing, right? Maybe you're just tired. Yeah, you're just tired. Just keep telling yourself that, is all you thought, until sleep finally hit you. But at the same time, you hoped it's not because you're tired. It's just a small voice in the back of your head saying all these nice things about him. Just deal with it tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow. And that was it for this one shot. It was actually kind of long, not gonna lie. And I kind of enjoyed it. I'm just kind of mad that they didn't kiss. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And sorry, I'm getting tired myself. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, yada yada yada, do whatever you want. I don't care. And also, if you guys ever want to play Among Us, or have any fan art, or even want to do some roleplay, because apparently that's the most known thing that we do on my Discord server, or even just want to talk, then feel free to join my Discord server. I'll link it down below. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I love you guys, and I will see you all in the next video. Mwah. Bye, my baby beans.